The abandoned structure known as Hall's Tower is the remnant of an unfinished medieval-style castle and luxury residence intended to be the dream home of eccentric businessman John P. Hall. Hall began construction on the 178-acre estate in 1969. He named the sprawling 33,000-square-foot complex Sherrie-John Manor after himself and his wife. The most prominent feature was a 165-foot concrete tower designed specifically to house a massive carillon, which is a musical instrument of large bells. Hall was a carillon enthusiast who owned multiple sets of bells. One of his sets, a 35-bell traveling carillon, eventually became the famous cast-in-bronze traveling show often seen at Renaissance fairs. The mansion was designed in a castle style and was intended to include high-end finishes, but it remained largely a shell for decades. Hall's ambitions eventually outpaced his finances. In 1988, he began facing significant financial difficulties, leading to a bankruptcy filing in 1993. The property was seized by the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. His prized bell collections were sold off. For years, the massive concrete structure sat unfinished and open to the elements, becoming a local landmark for travelers on nearby I-81 and a destination for urban explorers. In March 1995, a 22-year-old man from Mount Holly Springs tragically fell to his death down the tower's open elevator shaft while exploring the ruins. On April 19, 1995, just as the property was reportedly about to be sold out of bankruptcy, a massive fire broke out. Because of the building's remote location and narrow dirt access road, fire crews struggled to establish a water supply. The fire destroyed most of the sprawling residence, leaving only the concrete tower and charred ruins behind.
I just got done flying my drone on this mountaintop over here, way up there. So we've been driving on this terrible, stony, rocky road, and the woods is just like full of cool abandoned stuff like this. This is how you know you're in the boonies. There's no radio stations out here.
Altoona's history is unique because the city didn't grow organically. It was invented. In 1849, the Pennsylvania Railroad, PRR, purchased a 220-acre farm in the Logan Valley specifically, to build a staging ground for the difficult crossing of the Allegheny Mountains. Before Altoona, travelers used the slow Allegheny Portage Railroad, which moved canal boats over the mountains on inclined planes. The PRR aimed to replace this with an all-rail route. Altoona became the site of the Altoona Works, which eventually grew into the largest railroad shop complex in the world. The PRR built the city's schools, its first library, and the Grand Logan House Hotel. In September 1862, 13 Union governors met at the Logan House in Altoona. This meeting was crucial for ensuring continued political and military support for President Abraham Lincoln and his recently announced Emancipation Proclamation. The PRR was the lifeline of the Union, moving massive amounts of iron, coal, and troops through Altoona to the front lines. The mid-20th century brought a slow decline as railroads shifted from steam to diesel, requiring less maintenance, and the interstate highway system emerged.